What up, donkeys? JackAce here with JackAce.com, and I'm here with another roulette system. This one is called Trust the Process. It is a very large system. The average bet size is $195 per spin. The initial suggested buy-in is $600, although I think Alex, when they reviewed it on CEG, they bought in for $200. CEG originally rated this system a grapefruit, which is an A, their highest tier rating. I gave this system a peach, which is a B, which is the second highest. And let's just go ahead and get started. This betting pattern is very simple. There's only 3 bets you got to make. You're going to bet $105 on the 19 through 36. And you're going to bet $70 on the first dozen. And then of the 2 uncovered remaining streets, you're going to pick one and bet $20. I'm going to bet $20 on 16 through 18. That is a total of $195 being bet, and we're going to go ahead and spin.
No more bets.
I have a starting account balance of $2 million. 25. So if you hit a dozen or if you hit the even money bet, you're going to win $15. If you hit the $20 street bet, you're going to win $45. And then on a single zero wheel, you have your 4 whacks. In our case, 13, 14, 15, and 0. So I'm going to go ahead and rebet and respin.
No more bets.
So 30, that's a high number. That's a $15 win. Let's go ahead and rebet and respin.
No more bets.
You have an expected loss per spin on a single zero wheel of $5.27. On a double zero wheel, you're going to have an expected loss of $10.26. So we are currently up 45. That's 3 $15 wins. Let's go ahead and rebet and respin.
No more bets.
That is the first dozen. That's a $15 win. So like a lot of the systems that have been reviewed by CEG, this is a system where you have a lot of small wins and the occasional mineshaft. So just avoid those whacks, basically. There's no martingaling, there's no parlaying when you win, so you just flat bet this $195 bet across the board. We're currently up 75. Let's go ahead and rebet.
No more
and
bets.
respin. On a single zero wheel, you have 89.1% coverage. On a double zero wheel, you have 86.8% coverage of the felt. That was a high number. Another $15 win. Go ahead and rebet. Respin.
No more bets.
35, high number. $15 win. Easy money. Rebet, respin.
No more bets.
Nine, that's the first dozen. $15 win. So I liken these kind of systems to maybe Sisyphus, who had to push that rock up the hill for all of eternity, and occasionally when he would get to the top, the wall would come crashing down. Or I liken it to being a farmer and harvesting your crops. Like you're spreading out a bunch of corn and you're harvesting small wins, but occasionally there's going to be some blight or some weather event that wipes you out, and that's probably pretty common here. Let's go ahead and rebet, respin. We're only up, I believe, $120 right now. You're going to have to be up over $200 to really feel safe. We're up 135 right now. Let's go ahead and rebet and respin.
No more bets.
That's first dozen. That's a small win.
No more bets.
$26, that's second half. Small win. Rebet and
No more
respin.
bets.
$10, that's first dozen, small win. So yeah, when you get on a good roll, it's going to feel like you're printing money, but we're not safe yet. Let's go ahead and rebet and respin.
No more bets.
First dozen, small win. So right now we are up 195. We can stand a whack at this point. So I feel a little safe now, but I think you need something like 13 wins to make up for a whack. I think Alex said that this was a system that was good for comps. Personally, I don't really think there's a system that's good for comps or bad for comps. I mean, obviously, the more you spend, the more you bet, that is better for your rating. But ultimately, if you're gonna sit down and play for hours, then it doesn't matter if you push a lot. It doesn't matter if you have small wins and you avoid whacks, or if you bet even odd. It really doesn't matter. Because for most comps, they're gonna want you to sit and play for at least 2 hours, but preferably more than that per day.
No more
You can't
bets.
really depend on just avoiding whacks for that long. You're eventually going to hit bad streaks. 34, that's a small win. So yeah, you need 13 wins to make up for a whack. 13 $15 wins to make up for a whack. Let's go ahead and rebet and respin.
No more bets.
One thing I do like about this system is that you do have that streak where you win 45 as opposed to 15. So if you do get whacked, you have the ability to make up for it in a much faster way if you are able to hit that streak. Let's go ahead and rebet and
No more
respin.
bets.
Another small win. I don't think we've hit our streak yet.
No more
And we
bets.
definitely haven't been whacked. So doing pretty good right now. First dozen, small win. So if you think of a lot of these other systems,
bets.
something like Double Street Martingale, you are covering all the field minus 6 numbers and the zeros. So this is very similar to that, except you are hedging with an extra bet on that one street. So you're making up for it and then some. But it robs you of a lot of your profit when you hit your even money bet and the dozen bet. Let's go ahead and rebet and
No more
respin.
bets.
36, that's high. It's a nice hit. We're on a nice run.
No more bets.
We're currently up 300. Up 315. That's what, 21 spins? Pretty good. Rebet.
No more
Respin.
bets.
First dozen, $15 win. Let's go ahead and rebet and
No more
respin.
bets.
So I recently did a poll on YouTube to ask whether you guys want me to do videos on single zero roulette or double zero roulette. It was actually quite even, a little bit leaning towards single zero roulette. I personally prefer single zero roulette because I think if I do double zero roulette,
No more
it's
bets.
actually too close to triple zero roulette, which I obviously have a problem with. And I think at some point in the United States, someone suggested using double zero, and someone
more
said,
bets.
yeah, Americans are so stupid that they're going to just deal with it and live with it. And at some point, that became true. And I feel like if we accept playing double zero here, it makes going to triple zero that much closer. And I
No more bets.
really do not want to encourage anyone to play triple zero roulette. Because at some point we were fine with single zero and someone added double zero and you're like, well, okay, it's just a little bit worse. I just don't want to go down that slippery slope. I detest triple zero roulette and I detest 6 to 5 blackjack. If I start testing on double zero roulette, I feel like at some point people are going to say, well, most of the roulette wheels are triple zero, so why don't you test on triple zero? And I refuse to do that. So
No more
that's my
bets.
apprehension in playing double zero here. It's just going to bring us that much closer to accepting triple zero out on the field. Rebet,
No more bets.
respin, and there are other YouTubers out there who are fine with triple zero. Pompsy had a video where he went to every casino on the strip and he bet $100, and
No
really
more
he
bets.
didn't care if it was double zero or triple zero. He just played. But if it were me, especially if you're playing $100 per spin, I think you can find single zero in many places, but definitely double zero in most.
No more bets.
I think there's only a handful of casinos in Vegas where they only have triple zero. I think O'Shea's was one of them. But we're actually doing really good here. 450, that's 30 spins to the good.
No more bets.
But in general, I don't like these types of systems, and now we just got whacked. Because it does feel like you're walking up a very mild incline and inching yourself higher, and then at some point you're going to fall off a cliff, and that's close to what we have just done.
No more bets.
If we get whacked again, we will be down that cliff. Small win. If you enjoy roulette systems, I have a whole catalog of them with over 200 roulette systems on my site, JackAce.com. Those systems have spin-by-spin results as spun by the CEG Dealer School. I also have a whole set of tools, including what I call the Roulette Bet Analyzer, where you can enter in your roulette bets. It'll tell you how much you're going to get paid for each number, how much equity you have on each spot.
No
It'll
more
show
bets.
you your expected loss per spin, your expected comp value. So check out my site. Once again, that's jackace.com. Small win. And most of the time when I do these reviews, I have an alternate way of betting. But really for this system, there's no better way than to bet these 3 bets. There's no other way you can bet this way. So go ahead and
No more
rebet,
bets.
respin. At least not with fewer bets. You could break this up into 2 dozens and 1 double street and 1 street. But other than that,
No more bets.
I'm usually trying to reduce the number of bets that you make. Another small win. I don't think... Oh, we did hit our $45 win on the previous spin while I was ranting about 000, I think.
No more bets.
So that was a small win. So normally I would show you an alternate way of betting
No
this,
more bets.
but I don't have that luxury with this video. But anyway, what do you guys think of this system? Would you improve it? Would you change it some way? Would you bet
No
more on
more
that
bets.
treat? 25 small win. So we are up 390 right now. That's pretty
No
good.
more bets.
And spoke too soon. So with that, I think I'm going to cut this session short. We are up 195, which is what the bet size is. We are up $195, which is 13 of those $15 wins. I really don't have any change in my assessment of this system. I still think it's a B, a peach. If you're daring and you want a martingale, something like this, it's kind of going to be hard, because if you double the already $195 bet or more, if you triple or quadruple that, you're going into some pretty dangerous territory, and you're still not going to make up for the 13 bets you have to make up to get back to even, right? Unless you 13x martingale, which is pretty ridiculous. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe. Always gamble responsibly. Never play 000 roulette, and peace out, donkeys.